Atomic Almanac, Entry 012, The Dead Don't Speak. In 1922, the world's greatest escape artist attended a séance in Atlantic City. Through automatic writing, a medium delivered messages from his departed mother. Each page was topped with a Christian cross. The messages were written in perfect English and wished him a Merry Christmas. His mother spoke only Yiddish. She was the devoutly Jewish wife of a rabbi. It was her birthday, not Christmas. Harry Houdini knew immediately it was fraud. For 35 years, Houdini investigated hundreds of mediums, searching desperately for genuine contact with his mother. He found only deception. What began as grief transformed into the most systematic exposé of spiritualist fraud in history. The methods were surprisingly simple. In darkness, mediums used what Houdini called twitching, jerky movements to transfer both sitters' hands to one of theirs, freeing the other to manipulate objects. Spirit trumpets floated through rooms by being worn dunce-cap fashion on the medium's head, then jerked violently to send them flying. At one Cleveland exposure, Houdini coated trumpets with lamp-black soot. When lights blazed on, the medium was caught with instruments above his head, his hands and face black as a coal heaver's. Ectoplasm, that supposedly supernatural substance, was cheesecloth soaked in egg whites, sometimes carved animal liver. Medium Martha Barreau's emanations were revealed to be magazine cutouts held with pins. When physicist Robert Williams Wood touched one manifestation in darkness, it felt like a knitting needle covered with soft leather. The medium shrieked and fainted. It was later confirmed to be stuffed animal intestine stiffened with wire. The case that defined Houdini's crusade centered on Marjorie Crandon, a Boston socialite who produced astonishing phenomena. Her deceased brother Walter's voice cursed through darkness. Bells rang untouched, tables overturned violently. A Scientific American committee was prepared to award her their $2,500 prize for genuine psychic ability. Then Houdini arrived. He wore a tight silk bandage around his leg all day, until it became swollen and painfully tender, giving him heightened sensitivity. During the séance, he felt her leg pressed against his. I positively felt the tendons of her leg flex and tighten as she repeatedly touched the ringing apparatus. When she threw a megaphone across the room, he felt her body give and sway as though she had made a vigorous lunge. She had placed it on her head like a dunce cap, then simply jerked her neck. The confrontations grew vicious. Walter's spirit voice erupted. "Houdini, you goddamned bastard, get the hell out of here and never come back." In February 1925, the committee denied Marjorie the prize. Years later, thumbprints supposedly made by her dead brother in dental wax were proven to match her living dentist, who confessed he had taught her the technique. Houdini testified before Congress, "In 35 years, I have never seen one genuine medium." Yet he maintained, "I am willing to be convinced, even to believe if a medium can demonstrate true psychic power." He offered $10,000 to anyone who could produce phenomena he couldn't duplicate. No one ever collected. Before his death, Houdini created an ultimate test. He and his wife Bess agreed on a secret message using a code from their old Mentalism Act. The phrase, "Rosabelle, believe." Only she would know it. Rosabelle was the song she sang when they first met, inscribed inside her wedding ring. On October 22, 1926, a student asked if Houdini could withstand punches to the stomach. Before the magician could tighten his muscles, hammer-like blows struck him. Days later, his appendix ruptured. On October 31, Halloween, the spiritualist's sacred night, at 1:26 p.m., Harry Houdini died. He was 52. The mediums he'd exposed claimed victory. They had cursed him with death within a year. He died on their holiest night. For 10 years, Bess held annual séances, waiting for the code. The final one occurred on Halloween 1936, on a Hollywood hotel roof before 300 witnesses. A shrine held his photograph. On the table, locked handcuffs on a silk pillow, a trumpet, a tambourine. As pomp and circumstance played, his stage music, the moderator called into darkness, "Houdini, are you here? Speak, Harry." Silence. Then Bess spoke. "Houdini did not come through. My last hope is gone. I do not believe that spirit communication is possible. The Houdini shrine has burned for 10 years. I now reverently turn out the light. It is finished. Good night, Harry." When asked why she finally stopped, Bess said, "10 years is long enough to wait for any man." The séances continue every Halloween at magic clubs worldwide. Magicians invoke his name, call out the code, wait for the handcuffs to spring open untouched. They never do. The greatest escape artist in history could free himself from any physical restraint. Straitjackets, water torture cells, locked trunks thrown into rivers. But he never escaped his mother's absence. And after death, not even Houdini could escape the ultimate restraint, the silence of the grave. In 35 years of searching, across hundreds of séances and thousands of hours in darkness, he found only empty rooms, cold tricks, and the desperate grief of the living. The dead kept their secrets, and the code, Rosabelle believe, remains forever unspoken from the other side, filed under séance, deception, silence.